Hello? Hello. Welcome. Welcome. I'm 30 minutes late, but that's better than being 30 minutes late, so in good progress. It's just I was 3 minutes late because going on here. Say my stream has problems. Did not have any problems. What's this warning thing that's telling me? Good connection, yeah. Should be fine. Okay. Okay, is my okay, yeah, my mic is on. Just making sure. And my mic is on. And we're doing good. Let me sip some water real quick. Yeah, the stream's on time. Welcome to Stream Quacks. The first one here. So yeah, it's been going well, yeah.
I wonder what's
I've
inside this
been
package.
getting excited for
No, no, no.
good
You
things
won't
that
be
are
eating
coming
up
up
my
soon.
customer's stuff.
Like the ZZZ program, like I seen the leaks. They said that they were gonna like buff the standard units, which this is like of all the gacha games I've been playing, this is like the soonest that they've been buffing standard banner units. So now it's gonna feel like, hey, you don't really shouldn't feel this bad of losing the 50/50s because the Zhao leaks. Yeah, Zhao too. Like I saw her like animation leaks where she was holding the weapon, then she stumbled backward. The forwards are back. I think it was backward where she stumbled forwards. But I'm glad that Soldier 11 like gets to have a thing like what Mato does. Like he does charges like thing. Like a charging thing with a blade or something like that. Except it doesn't sacrifice any HP, which
Wow,
is great.
the scenery
And I
here
see
is
Grace,
wonderful.
man, and then like they said they're gonna buff
I planned it the
Ellen Joe
perfect
again.
job.
Like there's so much to look forward to. Oh man, today's yeah, Grace eating grenades. It kind of reminds me of like like Dragon Ball Z where Vegeta just spamming the projectiles. Yeah, like that. It's funny. I'm so looking forward to those. Like, I think it's supposed to be tomorrow. The special program for that game, which I really like. Um, I think I'll be down to watch if it's like not too early in the morning. Lots of things to look forward to. As for Genshin, yeah, both Will and ZZ having a stream. I didn't know Will was having a stream. I should subscribe to the Will YouTube channel just to like see if I think they do put their community tab like where they said they're gonna stream the thing. It's about the 3.0 thing. I hope so. Thing is, like, I have not done the Wuwa story yet, but I just been focusing on playing Gabriana like a whole bunch, like in all the end game modes, and she is very fun to play. Gabriana. It's gonna be so hard for me to like choose. Well, maybe not. I still need to get Phoebe for my Zani and maybe Kona for my Parthi, and then I'm set. Then I can start pulling stuff for
I
2.0.
wonder what's inside this package.
One more version
No,
till
no, no.
3.0? Oh
No
man.
eating up my customer's stuff.
Gotta be patient then. Gotta be a little bit more patient then. I can't just be on. What? Is it because like you pull like characters you like and then think about like the team composition you need like Phoebe, like Zanny needs Phoebe and that stuff? Because I've been doing the same too. I pull for Cantarella, but I don't have any Havok carries, and like the only like complete team I have is the Mono Fusion or the what is it, Carlotta team and Gabriana. That's all I have for those teams. Okay. This don't have any combos basically, nor universal supports like Shorekeeper. Dude, Shorekeeper is like #1 thing you gotta have. I mean, that's what everyone been saying, but after playing her, then yeah, I can see why. It's like, oh, you're trying to play rotations, use Shorekeeper to make that even better. Only half functioning team is Zanny, Phoebe, and Verena. At least that's the one team you have. It's one. One. And pull Augusta. So good to play. Dude, like, okay. Okay, I was gonna pull for Augusta. Okay, let me tell you a story. I did attempt to get Augusta, but I lost it 50-50. And before when I was pulled for Augusta, Gabriana was leaked to be soon to come out. So I knew Gabriana would be my favorite way to play the game from now on. So if I lose the 50-50 on Augusta, then I'm not gonna pull for Augusta and pull her in a very later date. So I didn't pull for Augusta since I lost 50-50, obviously. I've just been having so much bad luck with the game, and like I wanted Gabriana and her weapons, so yeah, losing the 50-50 there is just like, yeah, I'm not gonna risk it all just to lose the 50-50 to Gabriana and not get her weapon at the very least. And I want her support too, that buffs like echo damage or whatever. I still don't understand the mechanics of that game fully. I just like see team recommendation and like I don't think every team like follows a rotation type of thing. Like I know everyone uses Shorekeeper. Yeah, it is what it is. But like I feel like every team played it very similarly, especially when you use Shorekeeper in the team. Like just quick swap and then like do everything you can for that character, then quick swap. That's what I've been doing for every single one of these teams, obviously. But I was hoping to get like different themed variation, like the mono fusion, where it's just quick swap after quick swap after quick swap to another thing. You don't have to rely on going back to Shorekeeper to go back there, which is why I like mono fusion a lot, although I don't particularly like Brand that much. If I was gonna pull for like have a complete mono fusion, I definitely would like another one 3.0 because that's just the way I am. Okay, I play characters I like, especially for that particular type of game, where hey, you know, you're not getting heavily punished for not getting certain characters, except for the Zanny Phoebe situation. So yeah, that's how I played the game. Basically, I just play it super casually. The Abyss, not Abyss, the tower endgame mode in that game is not really a big deal for me since I just play the game super casually, of course. But I try hard sometimes when I need to get the gems. Yeah, when you play Mono Fusion, you have to finesse your way with Jungling Loop at Mortify. Yeah, I didn't got actually I haven't got Mortify raised yet. The main issue that I have with the game right now is not enough Echo XP, and I think that's something that everyone can agree with, whether for how long or how short of a time they play Wua for. The Echo XP is such a turnoff because there's just not much you could do with like how to get a lot more than what you want here. The right, good thing is you can get dupes for free if you got the character in a long time. Problem is that I use those for every pools. I'm not someone who likes to get horizontal copies. And if I rarely do it in Genshin, then I'm never gonna do that in Woola. Because like I feel I didn't need it. And I don't, and also like I haven't seen my favorite characters having like good first copies yet. Oh, it's fun. There we go. Turners is a prompt for everyone. Yeah, Echo XP definitely. What I've been saying earlier. It's just so damn lackluster. You, do you immediately level up your echoes to high levels? Yes, I did, especially for Gabriana, and I barely got enough for the new character that support Gabriana, because I got really lucky with was the echo stats. Yeah, I mainly level up my echoes to high levels. Yeah. But is that a bad thing? It's like, is it like completely wasted echo XP? Because like, I feel like that's something they need to fix. It's, in fact, why don't they just have a domain that's dedicated to getting echo XP only? I get more echoes than echo XP. That's what I feel like. And the newest echoes they get for Gabriana, or the new characters moving forward, you can't get that in the box. The boring but effective thing you could do is level them to level 15 if you have 2 good substats and try to get to level 20. Man, just that yeah. If they break, you just feed the echo into a new one. You get a kind of a bit of a refund. But what if the last 2 subsets are good though? I mean, it's like the what if scenario. That's what they think they need to improve on, is just the echo XP distribution, or like, I don't know, I was find a way to like know the subset a little bit sooner.
Well, thank you for
Like when you get to level 10 or 15. I think that would be great. And I'd be very motivated to build more characters in that game. XP from 2025 the same as 1 to 20? What? That's insane. One cost echo should be up to level 10. If no crit stats, is a waste to do more. But what if, like, it's just like, what if, you know? What if scenario? Odds are it's not gonna happen. Like, and the odds are might not happen. Wonder if I could do this event right now. I can. Yeah, I can. The 3 costs is better up to them. Okay, for 3 costs is better them up to level 15. Is the most optimal way for tuners. Oh, okay. Level 15 then. Optimal. Okay. But still, like, Echo XP is limited. And I don't really... And, like, farming tuners, like Tacit Fields, does not give enough Echo XP. I need more ways to farm those.
Paimon, over here! Welcome to the home base of the Fieldwise Center. As you can see, the core projects are already up and running, so we can get to work at any time. Huh. This feels like one of those places light novels talk about. You know, the adventuring hubs where rookies gather to take quests and stuff.
Traveler, why are you staring there blankly? Wait. What are you looking at? Oh, okay. I thought that. Wait, aren't you supposed to be talking to Kale? Like, oh, they're just looking around. Okay.
It's so exciting! Well, this place isn't quite as decked out as a school festival.
Now, I heard that this Genshin event, like, people are disappointed about the ending of the end of this story. I hope that's not the case. Like, I hope that's just exaggerated, but I've not done it yet, of course, because I'm late to everything that I play on. Like it
service
took me
guides or
that
safety
long to
personnel.
complete the ZZZ story, and I still haven't touched the Wuwa's latest story quest yet.
Yeah, you can think of it like a forward operating base, equal parts theoretical training and field practice.
I don't play
We'll
story in Genshin at
familiarize
all.
new recruits with potential
Gonna do the
challenges
last
in the
day.
wilds and take them through drills, so there's no
Yeah,
reason to panic during the real thing.
Amber, you're here
it's a bit good, but a bit long. Yeah,
Surprised? I know
uh,
I was.
I think that's good story presentation, but
I'm
um,
off duty
I
right
call
now,
it
so I was planning to just stop
anytime
in
there's a
on Holly for a bit.
downtime sort of thing where I'm not interested in one particular part, there's a skip button.
But I didn't realize.
Sorry, Amber.
Yeah, just skip it.
I
Suddenly
didn't mean
Panic
to put you
explode
to
like
work
40%
during
more
your
of
time
Not Cry.
off.
Don't worry
Now you
about
complete
it.
100%
A
of
little
Not Cry.
relaxation balanced
And
out
trust
with
me,
some
like,
fulfilling work is a
exploring Not
great
Cry,
vacation in my book.
it's just so
Plus,
much
I've learned a
easier
whole bunch of
than
stuff
exploring
too.
any other previous
And I got to see
than
the
any
traveler
other
in Paimon
previous
again. I
location.
mean, it just keeps getting
Because
better.
of the compass just like
We
shows
should have
everything
a
on the map
giant
if you get
feast
to a
once we're
certain
done
point.
here. How does
It
that
shows
sound?
plenty even if you're at a low level.
A feast with the first friend we met in Sumeru and the first friend we met on our whole journey. Oh, that sounds just about as awesome as a giant plate of sticky honey roast.
All right, down to business then. Kale and I are in charge of the Scouting Speedsters project. The focus is using devices and machines to pass through hazardous areas,
Oh yeah,
survey terrain, and
tell
get
Nightmares
details
of
on potential
Arnor Quest
threats.
Alaki
Plus,
of
the
Explorer.
Mortar research indicates that
Yeah.
during dangerous situations, having the support of an adorable companion can help
Oh
set
man,
adventurous
like
minds at ease and prevent
it
excess
would have been so
damage.
much better if the game
So,
like
we
has
took
had some
inspiration
sort of
from
speed up in
Pelin
some
and
way.
Bunny to create two scouting devices that are both adorable
Like
and useful.
I called
Pelin and Bar Drone Bunny.
I remember
So far,
when
feedback has been pretty
this is
positive.
just a
Once we've
an
collected
example.
enough
This is not
data,
related
the
to the
academia
games
will
we play,
continue to
but
refine the scouting
I
buddies
remember
and
that
release even more
when
designs.
Plants vs Zombie
A bunch
the
of
replanted
culinarians
version
and
came out like
errand
not too
running
long
around the
ago,
wilderness?
they added a
What is
feature
that gonna
where
look like?
you have speed up of like 3 or 5 times the speed, and that makes the game like feel so much better to play than playing the very first edition, like like where it's slow and like it's old and that stuff. Even though the game has many problems where like it didn't add enough features to supplement to be called a remastered, but still like a speed up button just makes everything like so much better to play, like especially because like I'm pretty sure like games we used to play before when we were younger feels great because like we had all the time in the world, but when you put remastered, putting some sort of speed up or like skippable button makes things so much better.
Plus,
And I
if you
feel like
even
this
add in
game
2 little scouts,
needs to have it
you'll be
event
able to
like
obtain some
well
great
not
data.
eventually like right now,
Once you have a more
because
complete understanding of the Fieldwise Center, you should
you
come
need to
test them
understand
out.
that
Now come with
not
me.
everyone
I'll
has
introduce you to the
that
other
much
consultants.
time to play.
Oh yeah, the lady with the greenish blue hair also has
Like
a
me, of
super
course.
adorable device over there. But
I
it does
admit
something completely
I
different
skipped
than
some
our
parts
scouting
of
buddies.
Wula,
I'm
so
looking
I
forward
can't
to
really
seeing it in
say
action.
anything about the story in particular when it comes to
Familiar
like
face.
a downtime of NPCs having important
Come on, let's
conversation
go
with
say
each
hi.
other. But I still have fun with the game overall because I'm more interested in like the gameplay aspects, which this gameplay aspect speaking about that,
I should adjust
I
the
think
legs so Bar Drone Bunny
that's
can
what
run
Genshin
even
really needs
faster.
to do, because the Wonderland thing I guess it's still in beta. They try to make that their focus content, but they should not make their
The
focus
internal
content. Should have been more of a
recognition
side
mechanism is clever
project,
enough.
because
And the
even if
execution
you
on the
try to
terrain
make it a focus
recognition,
type of
remote
content,
control and weight
it's still
detection
very
modules is
underdeveloped.
bad.
The mode
Look
where
at
not a lot of
appearance.
people put submissions, or like it's
Might
still
well
in
be a doll
beta.
for a
Like they
child.
expect people to try it out,
No,
but it's
this won't
incomplete.
fit.
And even then, still, not everyone is gonna want to play something that's completely different
The
from
traveler in
the
Paimon
main
agreed
game
to
that they play
join.
for.
The Fieldwise Center just leveled up big time, huh?
So I hope that next coming patches, they focus more
I'm here
on
to help.
the game
Well,
itself,
look who the
the
cat
game that
dragged
we all
in.
play for.
Excellent job,
Like
Kale.
I can't
Snagging
imagine
two
like they
top
still didn't learn
experts
their
with
lesson from
undeniable adventuring
TCG.
expertise.
Because who the
Probably
hell plays
won't be able to
TCG?
say
Am I
more.
right?
Now tell me, what do you
Like
think of this
you put a
puzzle
card
we have?
game in an action RPG game that we all
What's
play for
this
just to
like
play the
here?
characters. Like combos or whatever, crazy how the game nowadays doesn't have a skip button.
It's a
Yeah,
collaboration between my juniors in the Haravatat Darshan, the Puzzlers League, and the Synopsium
I think that's a
Unruined
take that
Mechanisms.
everyone can agree on,
Clearly, the
is
technological
that having a
aspect is
skip
quite
button.
advanced.
Then it's still the
Appearance.
TTG tutorial.
It couldn't be more
Um,
childish.
I did complete the tutorial, but I
You
didn't
should have
complete all
seen
the
Anita.
quests that gives you
She defended
gems.
this design choice with more passion than her thesis.
If they were to make me play DCG, if they give me a Dia
Young
card,
people these
I'll play it
days,
for a little bit
far too
more,
obsessed with making things
but no
cute.
more than that. After I get the experience, like everything I want with the card itself, but
Mama kinda likes it.
I still have not gotten it yet. I don't know how hard it is to get, and I really don't feel like I really want to go through that just to find out how to get it, because the process probably will take longer
I
still.
think she could go adventuring in a super dark ruin and not even get
So like that, as far
Well,
as
that line
on
of thinking does have merit.
as far as
I
on
suppose
nature
choosing this
doll.
particular appearance is a sign of their respect. For me. Still, there are adventurers who place greater emphasis on reliability and technical composition. People like that don't just want their devices to be able
Wow.
to survive an avalanche, but to look
Yeah,
the
after
part.
this,
And
as
for their
long as these
appearance to reflect
characters
the high-tech composition.
has done having their
Lucky enough that this
conversation,
puzzle pal, on the
I
other
still
hand,
need to talk
doesn't
about
give the
the
impression it
topic
would
of
be a
today's
reliable
stream.
or formidable device.
Is
The appearance
using
may even be
Mavuika
distracting.
in My Dehya team okay to
Now
do?
picture this. A thick metal casing,
And answer I'd like
square
to
in
hear
shape,
is like
with a
either
matte finish
straight up
and
yes,
openings to
straight up
showcase
no,
the
or
complex
it just
technical
heavily depends on the
composition.
context of how you use
Would have
Mavuika in a
much
Dehya
more
team.
visual impact. I'm the perfect
Like,
example of this.
this is just trying to
I had a
showcase,
youthful,
okay? Trying to showcase a
unspoken people
team.
question
This
me
is
on
not
occasion.
where
If I
just
had a
play
head of
who what
white
you
hair
want,
instead,
but
things would be
I'm
different.
talking about the
Really?
validism, I don't know, validity. I don't know what
He has white
it's
hair.
called.
What?
What's the goal of the video?
No,
Is to discuss
that's not the
whether
same thing.
is it okay to use Mavuika in a so-called
I didn't realize
fairy
you had
team that's
such
supposed to spotlight another
strict views
character.
about this, Madam
When
Farzad.
Mavuika is a tier 0 unit where people will suspect, well, she's basically takes most of the spotlight because she's just simply a tier 0 unit. But it depends how you use Mavuika, or like if you depend on like if you use her as a support, or you use her for this particular thing, or because like the goal
So
is
even you
I
prefer
want
this
to make
version?
a showcase of a Dehya team
Well,
in the Stygian Onslaught,
if that's
and
what you really think,
the story is that I
you'll have to come
tried
back and
my
text that
very
on to
best
Puzzles, Traveler.
to use Dehya in this Stygian Onslaught fearless difficulty
your
against
effectiveness
every
in using the device
boss.
and come
That
up with a user
includes
manual
the
based on your
Lightkeeper, and that
performance.
includes the last boss that forces you
As
to
for
be on Bond
improvements
of
to its
Life.
appearance, long-term
Um,
observation is
you can
required,
imagine
so I'll put that
how
aside for
big
now.
of a task, or how big of a challenge that would be.
I've already
And
selected
believe
a few of the
me,
most suitable
I
commands.
remember I did
We
show
can begin the
the
puzzle-solving
clip
process
of
at any
Dehya
time.
beating the first boss.
Madam
And
Farzad,
if she is a sub
I just
DPS
wanted
like
to
in the
tell
Chevrolet
her
scene, I
I
personally
want
think
to
is
see the
okay.
final project. But it
To
didn't
say
take
that
long.
Don't worry, Kale.
against the
You're
last
the one
boss,
in
which
charge
is
here.
the Bond of
Just
Life
make
boss,
sure to pace
if
yourself.
I have
Once things
Mavuika
calm down,
use
come
a
over to see me and we'll
motorcycle
have a nice
combo
chat. I'll
only
even show you
twice,
some
I
snaps
did
from
the
back in my
combo
day.
thing only twice for like 2 seconds, and then she's on the Cinder City set, and
Thank
she
you,
has
Madam
been mainly
Farzad.
off field, and
I'll
she
bet
only
you won't use the
bursts
floral tea
just once,
long.
but never used the
Go on now.
motorcycle. Just
Easy
quick
and
swap
proud.
to back to the main DPS, which is Dehya. I feel like that's something that is going to be like heavily that would just be so dependent. Like, is this a Mavuika carry, or is this not?
This
Because
last one is a long-term
obviously
project
for
we're calling the
Lightkeeper,
Security Division.
it's too big of a high
Thanks to
toll of a
General
task.
Mahamatra Sino, we've been able to bring
But at
Dehya
least for the
on as
first boss,
instructor
I managed to
and
do it
Candace
without
as the
Mavuika
coordinator.
at all. I didn't even have her in the team. Like
They're putting together a
that's
combat
how
test
big
right
of
now,
a
but they
statement
should be back
I'm trying to
soon.
make.
Hey,
I would say is
looking for
not.
us? Guess
Oh
I
my
showed up
god!
right on
Wait.
cue then.
Oh my god! It's not only Dehya, but it's Candace. Oh my god! Speaking of which, we summoned her. Yes.
Wait, the Traveler and Paimon are joining as well? That makes things a whole lot easier.
Oh my god, the voice actors in English is back for this too. I was so worried that they're not going to be back for this. Candace too, yeah.
Sorry for keeping you waiting, everyone. But we managed to bring back some good intel.
Intel? Huh. This is starting to sound intense.
Candace has a new VA thing. Oh yeah, they definitely heard about that. Good. Okay, good. I know the story behind the context. We don't need to really say anymore. As long as like this Candace just sounds similar and still have the same kind of vibe as before, then it's no problem for me, really.
Of course. What better way to protect the students than to sweep through the desert and rid it of all potential dangers? Not a bad plan, right? You in?
Not the best time for jokes, Dia. Besides, when it comes to striking down danger, the Traveler is a woman on a mission. She might take you up on that offer.
Defeating anything that might pose a threat? Oh, even if the Traveler worked non-stop, that could still take years.
Yeah, like there's Pamandaw got replaced, Candace got replaced. They just need to learn to shut up, you know? Honestly. Like they already recast like a Ching too. They need to stop using their how you call it, their title like some sort of pushing some sort of agenda right here. You're a voice actor, be fun and like be nice to everyone, you know. It's like it's a professional thing. Like if I like say if I was a representative of like marketing or I don't know, most of them aren't really professionals. Yeah.
We have to stop traveling.
I mean, I would treat
Paimon doesn't even want to
voice
think
actors
about that.
as a professional if I was ever cast as one. Like I just make sure to not cause trouble for anyone. Like isn't that the most logical thing to do when you have a job representing the company or represent even a character that everyone adores?
Time would be the least of our problems. Some dangers aren't visible to the naked
Iya
eye.
Hoda's
Like
voice
the
actor.
scorpions
Be
burrowed
someone like
underground,
her.
or
She
the
gives a good
terrifying raptors
vibe.
sleeping in the
A
trees.
really good vibe going on. Knows how to how do you call to read the vibe, read the room. It's the community.
You can't get
It
rid
may
of
not
them until they
necessarily
snap out to
be
attack you.
professional. Like oh, you got to like just have the right vibe when it comes to this kind of community.
For situations like these, we'd have to combine Madame Farason's recommendations with Amber's approach to scouting, calculating our chances of encountering enemies and our expected operation times.
Whoa, whoa, whoa. Pencils down, everyone. That was just a joke.
The Security Division's goal is a lot simpler, actually. We're just here to ensure that fieldwork teams include trained combat personnel. Some of this work has been entrusted to the Blazing Beasts and other mercenaries, but members of investigation teams who pass the combat test can also qualify. Before an investigation team is allowed to head into a dangerous area, the group must include at least 2 professionals who have passed the assessment. And Dia and I were just out collecting intel on the best place to hold the test.
Sorry for being quiet. It's just that I wanted to hear everything that they had to say without me talking over.
We found a domain filled with monsters and bandits of all levels. Hopefully, they don't mind us borrowing their stomping ground for a bit. It'll only cost them a few smacks on the head.
Oh, so we just need to supervise, right?
That's right. Participant safety is our utmost priority. So we'll organize a group of capable personnel to take it in shifts.
We still need to figure out our testing metrics, though. Fighting is different from an actual exam, and there's no one right answer. Mercenaries like me, we all have our own style. That's not a problem in actual combat, but when it comes to teaching, we tend to stick too much to what we're used to. So, we need someone to give us a baseline. Someone who has the experience, but also takes a more flexible approach in combat.
Leave it to me.
Yeah, based on what you just described, the Traveler seems like the perfect person for the job.
Like silence, everyone. The queen is speaking.
Great. Working with you is always a pleasure, Traveler. Smooth as butter on a steak.
Don't forget about compensation for the Traveler in Paimon, Dia. You agreed without doing the math first.
Ah, it's fine. We'll just split the funds Kale wrangled for us, 20/80. 10 for me, 10 for you, 80 for the two of them.
Wait, we're getting 80%?
Thank you for your generosity. Holy, 80%.
Don't sweat it. We're just in charge of the long-term operations. You're the one setting the metrics for the whole thing. So I think we got the better end of the deal. We've talked about a partnership in the past, haven't we? Well then, consider this the perfect place to start.
Then I'll draw up a detailed overview of the compensation so it's clear for everyone.
That'd be great.
And don't worry, Miss Candace. About that piece of land you're leasing to the academia, the one used for grain storage, I managed to get them to agree to a 30% increase in their rent payments.
Oh, thank you. Those funds will go to fixing up some of the village facilities, which should make for a more comfortable experience when investigation teams stop there in the future. All right, we should finish up our arrangements for the combat test. Stop by our station when you're ready, Traveler.
See you soon.
Oh, you sure are the beating heart of this operation, Kale. You brought the whole gang together. Oh, no. I'm just doing what I can. I still have so much to learn, so much work to coordinate. But for now, let's just give it our all. You bet! We'll make the Fieldwise Center the best it can be!
Alright, the queens have stopped talking and LA is probably blackmailing them. Probably. Yo, what's up? Oh my god, it's the Powerpuff Girls. Basically. Well, like red, blue, and green, you know, pick your starter of choice, I guess. That's pretty cool. Wait, this is the oh wait, we got to play combat? Wait. This is a combat event.
Hey, ready to do some quality assurance on our test questions?
More than ready. Wait.
No worries. We'll start once you're in peak form.
Feel free to get some rest if you need it. We have more than enough time.
That's awesome. They get to host a part of the event.
Hey, ready to do some quality assurance on our test questions? Sure. Feels like it's been ages since we last saw each other. If we'd known you were coming, we would have prepared a whole welcome feast. All new recipes and everything. It's a funny story, actually. The last time I was in Fontaine, I brought a few cookbooks and some spices back with me. Then, I gave them to Candace, and she went into full chef mode, coming up with all sorts of new things. Like Romero thyme flour meat jerky mixed rice. At first glance, it looks no different than the usual Aru mixed rice. But then, it hits your tongue and you get that delicious meat, the hearty rice, and this super refreshing aftertaste, all without being greasy. It's a great way to refuel, and it's not too dry. Honestly, perfect for camping out in the desert.
I'm not against improving traditional cuisine. Within the bounds of reason, of course. After all, every ingredient is precious out in the desert. Nothing must go to waste.
Why didn't you accept that outfit from me then? Fabrics are a valuable resource too. I mean, I know I'm pretty casual and not the most fashionable, I guess. But I had someone help me pick it out. I'm sure nothing was wrong with the fit. In the end, it went to the girl in our Merc band who does the accounting. She seemed to appreciate it at least.
I did appreciate it, Dia. It was extremely thoughtful. But as the guardian of Aru Village, my goal is to blend in, not stand out. Besides, fine clothes should go to people who have an occasion to wear them. If your accountant is to represent the blazing beasts in business settings, she should have something to wear. That's why I recommended the clothes go to her.
Oh, why didn't you say so earlier? I thought you just didn't like what I picked out.
Well, seeing as the Blazing Beasts will be holing up in Aru Village for the foreseeable future, if you still want to offer something as thanks, you could bring us some bolts of cloth. I'm somewhat familiar with tailoring, and I could use them to fashion sand and dust-resistant cloaks for everyone. The fabric doesn't need to be expensive, just resistant to wear and tear. I trust your judgment on that. Don't worry. I'll think carefully about the shape and pattern when I make one for you.
We get to have one? Please be true in the near future.
Then all will know that you are an esteemed guest of our village.
Oh man, I'm getting kind of excited. In that case, maybe I'll head to Liyue next. I've heard you can get some really nice fabric there without breaking the bank. Oh, and they've got a huge selection of silks as well, if that's what we're going for. But they've also got security in spades, so no merc work for us. We'll just be tourists. Polite, well-behaved travelers. Once we're done here, I'll make a plan with the rest of the beasts.
That's awesome. Alright, let's do the combat event
Hey.
right now.
Ready to do some quality assurance on our test questions?
Wonderful. Just don't forget to pace yourself.
Yep, all you gotta do is defeat a certain number within the time limit. But hey, leave some for the trainees, okay?
Alright, these are all the combat events. Alright, cool. Alright, I enjoyed the last 5 minutes of them like having a talk with each other. That was like the best thing about this event. Wait, okay, so I just need to... What would go good here? Dendro? I think Dendro would just be fine here. Honestly, yeah. It just would wreck everything. Uh... HP increase or decrease? Active character damage burning. Need burning? The number of time Burgeon reactions trigger. Oh my god. Burgeon reaction trigger? This is made for her. Okay, Burgeon Dia it is then. I really like this so far. Give my Burgeon Dia a shot here. Wait. Because these are just Hydro Slime. Not sure. Wait a minute. Can I just do this then? Hold on. If I have a cat and how do I adjust? Okay, character preview. No. I want to edit the character preview. Yeah. So if I have this, then okay. This is gonna be crazy, but this is just Hydro Slime. You don't need Ino, right? And I have Llama here, so I don't think it's gonna be that bad, honestly. This is gonna be crazy. The Burgeon setups, wait. The Burgeon setups against all these Hydro Slimes is gonna be insane. Okay, where it is. All the Hydro Slimes are gonna die tonight. Yep, 869. And I'll just have Kira as a shield just because why not? I must... Okay. Gotcha. HP increase or decrease, Arena, I guess. Okay, would be good here. I guess I'll go Chaska or on... Yeah, that sounds good. Sounds good. Where's the... No, that's not what I want to do. I keep thinking it's up. If I do this, then this Virgin team is gonna be crazy. It really is gonna be that crazy. Right here, and then another thing I would try to set up again. We really need artifacts loadouts. Okay, then it's this. Okay, just more. I know that we're going. Okay, are we ready? Wait, have you guys already hear about the topic I already had? I do I need to repeat that again? But if I need to repeat that again, feel free to ask me to, and then I'll repeat the topic again. Because like I talked to just only 2 people about it. I don't know if people were watching because I haven't seen like, oh, how many people were watching the stream. The only thing I have opened up is just a chat right here, so I have no idea how many people are watching right now. Then don't tell me, so do not get nervous about it. All right, let's go. Virgin Dehya is gonna be crazy. Look at that. All the Hydra slides are just gonna pop.
Leave this place for the ever.
Let's get it on! It all adds up. It all falls into place.
Wait, why isn't... Oh wait, why isn't it...
You asked for it.
Wait, what the...
With one heart.
What happened?
we fight.
Oh wait, do I have to... Oh... Okay,
Can't hide the truth.
nice. The only... Wait. Yep. Camp Bloom was never... Thought I cook something. Okay. Alright, Nefer. That's sad. Nahida would just fall off so easily. Whatever. That kind of sucks.
Forest, protect us for the ever.
Grow, grow, grow! Make yourselves a home!
Buckle up! Ha! Gloves off!
How are these blooms? I swear to God, I see somebody did like clear after clears with this team.
Blessing with one heart.
Just wait for your little...
Look alive!
Or it's like, I swear, is it because people were playing lower difficulty that they did so well in? I think so, it's because of that.
For the everlasting forest.
Committed to memory, the Temple of Wisdom!
You're dead meat!
Okay, well, I might as well use hold.
By the frost moon of old.
Just wait for your little...
Did I got that right? Okay, I got 5. Continue challenge. I forgot these are high level enemies, so I might not be able to. Using kind of the mid team right now. Well, I don't think this is mid. It's just like Asuka's best team, I guess. So it should be a problem.
My name is Echoing Song!
Time to say hello.
Teamwork is dreamwork! Let's... Ha! Locked on! Open fire! Fire in the hole!
Time to shine!
Yeah, I was saying it should be a problem though.
Go! You're free now. Something's wrong.
I'm going in! Uh-huh. Let's fly! Locked on! Open fire! Locked on! Bullseye!
Hold on.
Yeah, it shouldn't be a problem.
My name is Echoing Song!
Tell me what you see. Not too far now.
Everybody stand back!
Now the game volume's loud, I'll turn it down after this. So awesome.
Open fire! Locked on!
Just the dialogue itself made my day.
Shower me with praise. Time to shine.
Time to say hello. Farewell.
Going in! Bullseye! Open fire! Fire in the hole!
Oh, I got more than enough points. Oh, that kind of reminds me of this ZDZ thing. Okay. I'll turn the volume down a bit. Well, I need. That was interesting. I did just fine, so it was pretty good. Shoot, man, like I like the combat event. That was pretty good. Wait, is there like different things we could do? It there is different things I can do here. The training thing, yep, got that right. This is the one where they give a free Kale, so that's basically another wish for me to use. I guess. Okay, wait. Is there something that's like build I can do right now? Rainforest burnout. I think it's this one, the puzzle. Yeah, I'll just do the puzzle one right here.
Don't trust your
I'll
eyes
repeat the topic
uncritically.
again just in
People only
case
see what they
if
want
people
to.
did not catch
So don't be your
the
own
first
fool.
couple minutes of the stream because it's a topic that it's kind of repeat for both, like for those who are here early, but just for those who were here late, it doesn't want to repeat the first part of stream again. I know it's early, but I'll just say it anyway. Okay, so it's maybe puzzles aren't the thing I want to. Yeah, for Nefer, not Nefer. It's a Mavuika thing. But what is this? So I was using Mavuika in a Dehya team for a Stygian Onslaught. But it depends on like so for the Lightkeeper is okay, so the goal was for my next video was to use Dehya to beat the entirety of Stygian Onslaught. Hello, welcome to the stream. I'm just starting to talk about the topic again, guys, for those who are late, so I'll repeat it for those who were here late. Need to this one. I just want to see how this goes. Okay, there we go. Yeah, the thing what I wanted to talk about was just using Mavuika in a Dehya team context where like if I use Mavuika in a Dehya team, would that count as not a good vibe or like a valid showcase to use? Or it just depends on entirely of how I use Mavuika in a Dehya team. And like how much credibility would it be enough for me to make this a good showcase? Because from the last stream, I did the first boss without Mavuika at all in my Dehya team. I used a simple strategy of just manipulating the boss's defense system where
Emotions are like
I just made a perma-cryo and I just kill it from there. And Dehya did the most damage from the charts that you guys saw on the stats right there. As for the Nightkeeper, or like not Nightkeeper, Lightkeeper, yeah, that's a high toll. So that's an extremely high toll to do right there. I was just like wondering like if it depending on like how I use Mavuika would just would it invalidate the entirety of Dehya's like Stygian Onslaught run if I use her in an effective way just for that for the Lightkeeper alone. And I use okay, so here's the context. So to sum it up, the first boss, the Frost Knight Hera, I did it without Mavuika. But the second boss, I had to use Mavuika. Like mostly on field for most of the time because the Lightkeeper is BS. So okay, so for the Lightkeeper, how I use my Dehya is that she's basically like set up for Mavuika to take as much gray health as possible. So there is strategy to this that I use. Of course, that was the only time that I used Dia effectively in this context against the light keeper. Because we all know how BF the light keeper is with his gray health, right? And this extreme shilling, like this is basically Papilla, but just in not cry. Can we all agree that shillings of these types of bosses is extremely unfair? We all agree on that? Because that's just how I feel when fighting against the Papilla in my Stygian Onslaught video. If you guys saw my returning video of the beating Stygian Onslaught, I used a Mavuika team against the against Papilla. Because think about it, guys, alright? We start off with 0 energy, and Papilla had a shield that he cannot proc Favonius on. So it was really bullshit. Low-key kind of bullshit. Like, from my part, you know, I didn't say it directly, but I'll say it right now. That boss was oversimplified as hell right there. Now, it's actually very cool that they tell you that you can't use like 90% of the characters in the game. It really promotes team building diversity. So yeah, so can anyone really blame me to use a tier 0 unit to like get through majority of the difficult part of the bosses? Because you guys saw in my stats, okay, I'll show the stats after this puzzle, that like how I use Dia effectively in that team. Okay, so let me check. I'll show the stats of how I did against Papilla after this, if you guys haven't seen it already. What is this? Oh, it's an ice bridge. Okay. Oh, okay, wait. There we go. So can we agree, like, Papilla... Oh, shoot, what is... Oh, no, what is this? Happened. What I just did here. I need to jump? No. What just... Huh? How do I get him to get that thing? Light up the puzzle. Wait a minute. I want to get the puzzle, but this thing is like blocking the way. Maybe I need to do this then. How about that? Okay, yeah, just jump over. Jump over. Okay, I'll show the stats. Thank you for your patience, guys. I'll show the stats just to further prove how I use my Mavuika there. This is very important to me because it really depends on the outcome of like the video of how it will affect like how everything is gonna work. So I'll do that here. So believe it or not, my DM managed to do more damage on the Papilla, but that's because Mavuika was not doing the damage directly against it. Right here, see? It's really ridiculous the way you see it, but that's mainly because Mavuika was on field during its shield phase, right? Because like I have no other way to go about it, right? Overload Chevraz was the key to victory, but my Strangling Official was not enough to get, and we start with 0 energy. which is essential to have the uptime I needed. So that's how I use Mavuika here in this context. I use her to take down the Papilla shield, and my Dehya just wallops it with her burst. Um, that's how I use Mavuika. So I think this is like a fair play because like it is a Mavuika showcase at the end of it. People could say what they want. But the fact that I still try to find use in this context here, like to beat as many bots as possible, but it just sucks that you need to meet these conditions where you need like these type of units to beat it. But that was because it was a shilling effect, the bosses. So I don't know like what but in particular like people are trying to look forward to in a showcase. Because people don't expect against like a shield boss like the Papilla or like for example the cactus I suppose to beat it with an overload team, right? I have to use like if I was facing the cactus, for example, I would have to use a Nepha because it would be the only way to take down the cactus shield, so that way my Dehya can beat it, right? At that point, it's more of like a puzzling effect. It's not like skill really. I mean, this game doesn't really take skill, of course, but I like to show I like showcases where it's relatable. I think that's what my goal is trying to be because like you see me take down this freaking lava dragon statue or the Hydra Tulpa with the 4 stars I have right here, the very 1.0 characters that makes this showcase like, oh, this is probably like the closest, strongest, relatable thing that a C6 Dehya can have, no C2 Farina, no C2 Sid Lollies or anything like that, the like the premium teams, that was my goal the entire time when trying to make showcases. Like, make it relatable as possible. And if I was going to use a 5-star unit, then it would have to be C0 at best. Ignore the C2s alone and Mavuika because yeah, C1 Mavuika is not really much of a difference here. It's just C2 is what makes a big difference. Okay, for those who don't know what Mavuika cons are. But that was the point I'm trying to make. When you see people make a showcase video, I try to find like showcases that are relatable as possible, but when I see people using whale characters of like C6 across all board, and how do I find this relatable to ever build, that's not something everyone can do, of course, or something that wants to do. Because even though they have the money, they would rather not spend it on character cons that are like so far out of reach when they would rather find the newest toy to play, aka the new character that's coming up soon. So that's why I try to find relatability in every context when I make a team showcase. Um, so that's why stuff like this team, like here, like a C0 Ayaka was no signature, building the most BS, like not BS, but like the most wackiest build that no Ayaka main should ever see. But I made her work in this particular boss fight. Now, would this be any different if I replace Xiangling with a Mavuika? Now, of course, I have Mavuika's weapon, but was that really necessary? I don't think that's particularly necessary because you have weapons like the Natlan Claymore to boost skill damage, like or anything like that. I think it could have been doable. Of course, I should have done it without Mavuika's signature to make this a little bit close to relatable. But that's was my goal intentions, and like that's what I always try to do whenever I do showcase. You see me like make Rosario, Lynette, and Bennett team in the past. You see me make a C0 Shan Yun, no signature, no constellation. Lunge teams, C0 Farina, no signature. I use C6 Bennett because you need C6 Bennett for power infusion. Yeah, that's the context of how I make my videos. Like just make teens relatable as possible, as best I can. And if I had to be honest, guys, I really did put my effort. I had like 4 hours of recordings of trying to beat between Lightkeeper and the Veteran Frost Operative. Now, Lightkeeper, yeah, it's the most BS boss ever, similar to Papilla, because it's an extremely shield boss where it has a ton of HP. Whether you have not quite characters to beat it, or you just have to use the strongest units in the game that does not have any downtime like Dia's Burst. And that's why I had to use Mavuika mostly on field time just to make sure like, oh, I get as much great health as possible, but also manage to beat in time while use at least using some of Dia's Burst, but also I use Dia's Burst to set up the Lightkeeper to be close to 0 HP before it goes to Great Health Bar, so that way my Mavuika can take as much of it as much as possible. But I also think Lightkeeper would be the most relatable thing. Although in this context here, Lightkeeper is bullshit. Lightkeeper is bullshit, alright? That's not something that I would recommend anyone trying to use C6D against, because Lightkeeper is that BS, alright? Now for Veteran Frost Operative, this was the most interesting boss I've ever fought with Dia. I thought the Frost Knight Hera was going to be like the most interesting boss to fight against, because of manipulating his like defensive capabilities and all that stuff. But Veteran Frost Operative is a different story. Okay, completely from the different about Lightkeeper and Frost Knight Hera. Okay, so for Veteran Frost Operative, the guy who, or in this case, this woman right here. I think this is a woman. um, she puts Bond of Life on you. And obviously, characters like Arlecchino, who benefits from having lots of Bond of Life, is going to benefit a hell of a lot from that. So yeah, Frostkeeper just oops, like just buffing your characters to a maximum, and like bam, no wonder you beat it like within a few seconds. For me, all the bosses in Current Stage and Onslaught are ass. Yeah, I think the most BS ones are the shield ones rather than the elemental focus one. And Frost and Veteran Frost Operative is almost no different from Lightkeeper. But there are okay, well, because with Veteran Frost, okay, if you have the right characters, you're good. If not, you're not gonna have a good time. That's just mostly what this game is about, yeah. I think the most um what makes a good boss is you have plenty of options to approach from. But when a boss have a shield effect like Lightkeeper or Papilla, limiting you to a few cast of characters that is very specific, then yeah, it's not a good boss design in general. Since I didn't roll for the newest shield characters, I just do the bare minimum for Primos and leave. Yeah, that's a good take. Just do it for the Primos and leave. But this is me we're talking about, okay? This is C6D that I'm representing here. So let me finish the story, okay? Veteran Frost Operative is like the definition of a counter to Dia. And who the hell needs a counter to Dia when you can just have as much HP like the Lightkeeper, just to sell against get the downtime, and Frost Knight Hera was hard enough to beat like with C6 Dia. Like using Bennett and Shangling together, like it was barely close, like if you see the clips. But yeah, Veteran Frost Operative, not only she negates Dia's self-healing, but the cryo attacks slows down my burst attacks along with all my other party members like attacks like animations as well. This guy slows down your burst animation of Dia. What's crazy is that Dia's like bursts behave like a burst, but not a normal attack. You see that for Ryandan, you see that for Arakino, you see that for Hu Tao. But Dia's bursts behave like a normal thinking. No, it's like it's behave as a burst. Why does it slow down? But that's just how cryo attacks works. It slows down your character animation, which slows down your DPS like by a lot, of course. Especially for Dia when you only could use burst. We can only do damage with our burst, right? So I tried my best to do this boss without Mavuika for 4 hours. just to see like how maybe I'm missing a puzzle here. Maybe is that okay? Obviously, Chevres is the key to victory. So other options like Farina Escavier is not gonna work because like Vape and Melt does not work against this boss shield. And that's another thing you have to look out for. It's just this boss has a shield. But okay. Before anyone says anything like, but what do you mean but? This guy is basically like Papilla. You know, he has a shield. You cannot proc Ravoni's. You cannot proc Sacrificial Sword. You can't even proc Dia's coordinated attack from her skill. So what makes you think that this you have a fair chance against this boss? Especially when it's so highly mobile, it can negate your healing, which is like defeats the purpose of Dia. You know, it's like taking hits and don't give a shit. But in this case, you're supposed to give a shit by having how much damage like your characters take, because especially you shouldn't get hit by this mark thingy, or else it's gonna perma drain your health. So you break your shield. So for the longest time, I've been trying to beat this boss. There's no Mavuika, alright? Now, my teams I've been trying to use was Dia, Chevres, Fischl, and Yaimiko. I've been trying to do other things like Bennett Fischl, Bennett Yaimiko, or like other things I've been trying to do. I try to use Bennett Chlorand, or official Chlorand, but none of that works. The closest I ever been to being this boss without Mavuika was Fischl and Yaimiko, because and I had to build my Chevres like differently to build more ER, so sacrifice a bit of HP. And then Dia, I had to use Emblem for the very first time in such a long time, because since the skill cannot proc on this boss's shield, I might as well use something that benefits me more to give me my burst back quickly. And yeah, just focus on burst, because burst is the only thing that's gonna hit this guy if I get my energy back. So I built Chef Revless as much energy recharge as possible. And then with Fischl and Miko, I just used the classic sub DPS build. And like I had to manage Fischl's energy recharge, of course, to make sure it's 100% uptime. I managed to get so damn close, but at the end, I feel like it was never gonna be enough no matter how hard I try. So that was the closest I've been to defeating this Fire and Frost operative. The biggest obstacle was definitely is Cryotech slowing my ideas burst down. Second is the shield, of course. Now you're gonna have a problem with the shield at first, but after that it just gets easier because C6 Dia, every punch you land gives you energy back, so it wasn't as bad as I thought it would be. But still, this boss is ridiculously difficult just mainly because of not only it's you have to look out to not take too much damage on your main DPS, like Dia, for example, who cannot heal at all after it gets hit. Well, after this bond of life, very first thing in the battle that it activates. And yeah, so after that many attempts for 4 hours, I sought to Mavuika, and like there was one run where I used Mavuika to crack his shield fast, then kill it with Dia. But that didn't really sound satisfying to me. It's ridiculous, okay? It's a ridiculous thing that nobody should ever do. But for making a Dia showcase, I think is highly warranted that I try to see how much I need Mavuika to beat certain bosses, like to a degree. So that's why, for example, Frost Knight Hera, I beat was on Mavuika was his team, as you can clearly see here. I saw damage dealt Dia, right here in the stats right here. But for Nightkeeper or Lightkeeper, I mean, I had to use Mavuika a whole bunch here because this boss is completely BS. All right, it's completely BS no matter how way you look at it. Now, Veteran Frost Operative, it was close to being an okay boss, but still, this boss is meant to clearly dedicate to specific units. And so you could try to fight it against it. It may not be as shield as like, well, not shield, but like as cruel as the Lightkeeper, but this boss is still pretty cruel in itself. All right. So in my run, okay, show you the clip. I'll show you the clip, guys. of this run against the Veteran Frost operative. So you can see for yourself clearly if this boss is fair or not. All right, you guys will be the judge of it all. Okay, I'll bring up the clip. All right, you guys see it? This is my winning run that I'm going to show right here. You guys can see it, right? So this is the ultimate context of, is this count as a Dehya, not Dehya, this counts like a Dehya clear or a Mavuika clear. So you guys will see it. Hopefully I have the volume up. Yeah. Please not too loud. Okay, so I'll go at this without pausing it all for you guys to see for yourself, and then after playing the whole clip without pausing, I'll go back playing this again with pauses. See here, I have my Mavuika on the Cinder City set. This is how I play. I had to dance around this guy because if he lands the blade on me, then the run is over for my Dehya, and she will not live long enough to see it. Or I just don't want to take too much HP damage from the training. That's gonna bleed. So this is how I use my Mavuika here. Did that. Okay, and I swapped. I refuse to use the motorcycle here. Actually, did I use motorcycle? I think I did. I'll play it back once this is over, but this is how I use my Mavuika here. See? Now see, it's cryo attack slowing my Dehya's burst down. You can clearly see it from like me trying to hit it. Very damn ridiculous. Okay, yeah, this is where I think I used the bike right here. I think. No, I didn't. So, but it didn't hit me with cry yet, so that's good. But oh yeah, it missed. Now it did, but I got most of it off. So it might not be as big of a deal as I thought it would be against this boss. But take my Mavuika again, and I swap to Dehya. Oh, that's a good quick swap. And yeah, that was the boss. Now, if I had taken any more seconds on this, then the boss would get his shield back and the run would have been over there, okay? Okay, so I'll look back. Let me play the clip again. I'm gonna try to find the part where I use my Mavuika's bike twice, okay? Yeah, I use the combo here, and I use it twice. I use it 2 times. This particular combo, and I'm using Cinder City Mavuika. And that was it. I didn't use it after that. So is this run ruined? Because I used a Mavuika combo against this boss twice to bring his shield just a little bit down, you know, just to handicap my Dehya just a little bit here. Like, anyone, please give me an answer right here, okay? See just what I'm doing right here? I try to use Dehya's burst as much as possible, even against all odds against this boss who is completely, like, failing to bond of life units or characters that hit hard, you know? But this is the context I use my Mavuika here. So, is this showcase still valid? Or not valid, but like, it's not a problem as it's like it's a nothing burger. Seems fine for me and Mavuika was used as a support. Yeah. I only used the bike combo twice right there, as you saw earlier. Only twice.
No rest.
As long as Mavuika's not main DPS, is not a problem. Like in this context, that how I use Mavuika here, I think that's completely fine. Earlier, I was trying to do only Mavuika's like skill, never her burst, but obviously that wasn't gonna be enough. Same with your Ayaka. Alright, nice. I mean, obviously Ayaka wasn't gonna do much there because like she's mainly there to apply cryo. Okay, then I'll show the winning run for the second one, okay? Now this one, I think we can agree that then this next boss is that okay. Yeah, Mavuika is a main DPS, okay? I'm gonna show a winning run for the second boss against Lightkeeper. You'll see how BS Lightkeeper is, okay? Let me check. Now this in this context, yeah, I can wholeheartedly agree that this is not a DS showcase mainly for the most part. Even I didn't use Cinder City Mavuika on this one because Oron was using Cinder City. I'll let the kid play. At least you guys, at the very least, compliment my Mavuika combos, okay? Like, that's the best how I can apply this here, okay? Okay, wait. Okay, this boss needs to stop dashing. Oh, look at that. You guys saw that, guys? He just did the DBZ, like, that. Okay, wait. Watch this right here. Alright, watch this, guys. Look at that. What the hell, man? At least compliment my Mavuika combos right here. Lightkeeper? BS, man. Lightkeeper is so damn BS. So here, I use Dehya to bring the boss health lower without you need to use Mavuika's like skill. Yeah, I want to use the full combo against his great health, obviously. So I just think that's enough right here. So I did that here. I don't know if this Mavuika combo was good enough. You guys can be the judge of that if that Mavuika combo was good. I was like locked in here trying to beat this boss just so I can get this out of the way. So I come to accept that even with Navia teams, the Lone and Farina and Dehya together, it still would not be enough to kill this guy because you need consistent uptime. And Navia is obviously not someone like that's consistent uptime. Right here, he was about regen HP, so I had to stop him again with this stupid combo. It's not stupid, but like it kind of looked ridiculous here. It would have been better if I had Yansan to like just run like a little bit better here. Okay, then I was going to use my Dehya's burst. Okay, right there, I was going to use Dehya burst. Okay, now I used it here, but I think we can all hardly agree that hey, maybe this wasn't it here. You know, but this boss is BS. Okay, you saw the amount of times Mavuika was on screen against that boss, and it took this long to beat it. The amount of times like Mavuika was on field, okay, and that's how close it was for me to beat this boss. Okay, if I stalled any longer, the boss would have regained more HP than I thought, and it would have been a lot closer. I didn't want to regain this HP back. Let's see here.
Not too far. You're free.
Where is that? Okay, wait. Wow, that combo looking good.
Go. You're free now.
Wait, I just wanna like. Wait, hold on. That spot is funny to me. Okay. What the fuck was that? This guy took his time to dodge a normal charge attack from Mavuika. That shit's funny as hell. Okay. Okay, I gotta look at that again. Alright, yeah. Look at that. Look at that. Freaking dodge that shit. Hey, what do you guys take on this? Obviously, the boss was BS, okay. Can anyone help me build a good team I have? Lamine, Diluc, uh, Kave, Noel, Layla, Rosaria, Kaya, Kole, Xiangling, and Barbara. Oh yeah. I mean, I guess you could ask here. I'll just continue on with what I'm doing. I can't really give team advice right now. Um, but if you need additional help, then you can join the Discord for more detailed explanation if you want to remember, like, if you want to look back on like advices that people just gave you. Yeah. Uh, just join Discord, go to build help section, and we can help you on that. Because I'm on stream right now, so you're really new to this game for now. That's okay. Just keep playing. If you're really new to this game, then you haven't gone that far at all. So yeah. If you wanna Yeah, if you want to get additional help, then join Discord to go to build help section and Genshin section. Yeah, we'll help you from there. We can give you more details for you to look back on, like instead of just like looking back in the stream for notes. Yeah, there you have it. And no problem. All right, so everyone's really nuts in Discord. Yeah, I say so too. Non discards are good at being a main DPS. Your best option, yeah. Yeah, there's no problem. No problem at all. Okay. Let's see here. What was I gonna say again? Yeah. So I want to show another clip. I don't think you guys have seen it yet, so I'll show it. Hold on, give me a moment. Where is that winning clip? That's where I was trying to find right here. Actually, it was a 25-minute one, wasn't it? I think it was. No, it wasn't this one. I found it. See here. Okay. So this is the winning run that, hey, I didn't use Mavuika at all. So if I combine everything together, maybe I need to change the title of the video where me and Mavuika takes on decision onslaught bosses together, you know? And I think the distribution of like credibility is even things out, especially with the last boss. So, not like here, but like in order, the third boss, you know, the Frost operative. I think you guys seen this one, but I'll let play it out. This is Fearless Difficulty Frost Knight Hera. So like, Ayaka was mainly played as a support, you know, building as much ER as possible. It was an amazing run, first off. I'll give a lot of credit to Ayaka for like just making the apply elemental thing like much easier to do. Yeah, like it was pretty damn great that I managed to do this with an Ayaka. You know, using Ayaka in this context, please Ayaka mates do not don't cringe at the build, alright? The max ER build, but like yeah, it's pretty damn awesome. Pretty damn awesome. How I did this, so I think I come to a conclusion where maybe I need a out the video differently. Like Mavuika and Dia takes on this Digital Onslaught together, and they both contributed pretty much evenly, you know. And I'll give credit where credit's due. All right. I just need to like feedback on your guys' opinion, especially against the Fatui boss, because that was the most like, okay, was this a Dia run or like is this Mavuika being a support or anything? But like, yeah, I just need the context, or not context, like your guys' thoughts on it, and I want to thank you guys for giving your thoughts on the runs of like giving your thoughtful opinions and whatnot. It really helps. Hate the Fatui operative boss about Mavuika was a support in that context. All right, yeah. All right, that's we got a confirmation that yeah, Mavuika was being a support in this context. Let me check. I'll replay the winning run again in case you guys missed it. Or play that again. This time full speed. Yeah. The Tilly operative boss. Susan vote that Mavuika was a support in this context. So I only use a buy combo twice right here. Just trying to buy time. Do a Chevres here. I did my best, guys. Okay, wait. I'll look at the files and see how many hours of attempt I try to beat this boss with. Let's see here. 1 hour 15, 40, 32, 47, 37. Yeah, I have 5 files before this very 6th video was the winning video, and this one is 30 minutes long, and this whole video right here that I recorded, like just getting raw recording footage right here. So that was about like 4 hours, I guess, or 3 hours, 4 hours, but still it was long either way.
No rest.
It was long either way. Yeah, I'll come out to make this video eventually. Right now, like, that was mainly the topic of today's video. So, yeah, thank you guys for giving your thoughts on it. Thank you guys so much, very much. Get back to the game. I don't want to do City Noslos anymore. Not gonna try to optimize it further. I think I'm happy with the runs I have. That's what I put in context of next video, of course. Now, how long before Durn's out? About 20 days from now. Yeah, that's plenty of time for me. Man, I like Kino. Like, no matter how you look at it, she's like pretty awesome. It kind of sucks that Zhongli does not have a proper main signature yet. I really hate this vortex thing. You know, I was thinking like it's just it was never gonna happen, but I was thinking maybe, man, what if I get Arlecchino's weapon as like for drip marketing, you know? Just to have this like the scythe, you know, the scythe looks so damn cool, you know. But if I was gonna lose to a weapon, like I'm not gonna lose to this stupid thing, you know. Never, just no. Yeah, the size looks any color because the size. Yeah, the size is like drip marketing, you know. It's drip. The size, man, is so damn cool. But I'm not gonna risk losing to a stupid Vortex Vanquisher. This is not good for Zhongli at all. Like, I don't get why. You know, I have a feeling like a support weapon, you know, that boosts more damage or whatever would just be better off for him. Had to lose 50-50 to Lenny's bow twice. I forgot, like, Arlecchino's the last Arlecchino rerun. Okay, when she first came out, that was I think that was the very last time where triple like double pity before you get the thing was there, you know. I did that for Dia's weapon too when she first came out, and that was a little ridiculous on my part, but I could save some primos, but I really want her weapon. Damn, you know, like yeah, Arlecchino's cool. I mean, I have Staff of Homa, so I don't really need her size, you know. But still, you know, it's size, man. Is drip.
Don't
It's
trust your
drip.
eyes uncritically. People only see what they want.
Oh man, I still have not done the I still have not. Why did it give me count right here? I already wait. Can I switch choices? I can't. When do I get another one? I wanted to get level 100 Dia. I'm committed to getting level 100 Dia. I was thinking I'm gonna be making good use of the Mondstadt buffs, honestly, because like all my Mondstadt characters are like at C1, not C1, C0. I don't know. I feel like Durin is a side grade for most part. I'm not sure in overload context, but I just don't think he provides really much, you know. With Stygian there and Theater out now pulling weapons is just worth it. Yeah.
I
Weapons,
don't
you have
blame
to
you.
be very particular with weapon choices because like this weapon only works for Arlecchino. And this is why stuff of Homa is like great because say Arlecchino is not good for a next stage also, right? But you have Flynn, so stuff of Homa is a way to go, you know? You can always just swap it to someone who can use that weapon, of course, right? Yeah, this weapon is not usable on anyone besides Arlecchino. Yeah. That's why I'm going for shield weapons. Not really a good choice. Just getting the characters should be enough. Yeah, ain't gonna reset. Can't wait for the update tomorrow. Lunar Theater needs a lot of characters, and all my old banner weapons could have been characters. Yeah, at least for the most part, they give free to play options. Like, say for example, Llama with these are like spin dilute. Then for Nefer, with this, although it's kind of gacha based, you know, but still with this is a solid option still. Surprised was how many like free to play options they gave you. Wait, I wonder if Dota Code Tails is gonna be good on Klee though. Is it gonna be good on Klee when she gets buffed? Because like, see here, normal attacks. Wait, okay, so Klee here is gonna okay. Wait, let me switch. To Klee. So Klee weapon, it would be better, right? Or I believe Lost Prey is better on her, but still, like Dota Code Tails, like what if you just use Maruchuse Hunter with Farina, you know, then you get like all the crits you need. You can use Dolico Tails, normal attacks on opponents to increase charge attack. So you only need to do one. So it's not like a stackable thing, but she has a stackable thing where if you do a certain amount of normal attacks, her charge attack like increases. I'm pretty damn surprised that Klee is gonna get this much buff. Probably because like, you know, the theory, my theory is Alice is a game developer. Alice is a game developer. I'm just kidding, guys. But because like, why would Klee be buffed this much to be that good? Like when she come, like when the buff comes out. and all the hex in there. I'd be interested to see what weapon is better now. Yeah, this is an R5 Dolico Tail, so I'm not sure if this will be good for Klee. I don't know. I know Albedo's weapon is pretty good on him. I think Wasp Prey kind of better here in this context, but we'll see how it goes. Not sure if this is good for her. I don't think it's. I don't know. I was also testing like other Nefer teams. I know Kirawa is not the best here, but I was looking back on like the Diona part and like yeah, maybe Diona has a bit of a how do you call it bit of a long uptime. Okay, I'm not gonna. I use Kirawa here. She does not give EM. Okay, she does not give any EM, which I really wish she did in some contexts. Like, I don't care how little it is EM, but she doesn't give any. So I use a Sapwood Blade to create Dendro cores and like, yeah, he gets 120 from the sword alone. So at least it's something. But I really hope that Columbina will solve everything of what we need here. It's just like more EM, healing. You know, well, that's basically Llama here, but I really do not want to pull for C1 Llama. I really like Nefer, I really do, but this is like the Neo context right here, okay? Except you require Llama, and now you require like good Hydra. Well, you basically require Ino at that point, you know, because there's no other good Hydra options. Like, because Farina doesn't really do much. And then like as for healing options, you know, Ino doesn't heal, so if she does heal, then I think she would be a really fantastic support for the non-cry characters, but she's just there to apply or activate the not cry effect, really. I really, oh god, I had this echo thing for her. Cool.
Can't hide the truth.
I do a lot here. Oh yeah, I've been trying to like practice the combos. I don't know if, oh wait. So I'll show you guys the combos right here. You know, I think you guys already know how to do it. I just want to show like what I've been learning so far is that dash cancel next find this boss. I can actually one shot this boss if it didn't go into its like a bit like draining phase early. So I'll see if I can do that here.
For the everlasting home. It all adds up.
I think I did it wrong. I was okay. I managed to beat it, and like how do I call it? I managed to one shot it, but it still wasn't enough. Hold on, I'm gonna reset this one. I can one shot. I did it before, but it's pretty damn interesting that like the Nefer cancellation gives you that much damage to work with. Also, I just realized like depending on the note that you get on the witness, it tells you like the buff you get. Like for example, this should be attack, right? Yeah, this is attack. So like, okay, so in order right here. First note 1, and then the note 2 is elemental, and note 3 is elemental mastery. Is it better to do Nefer E first? The sub is it better to do Nefer's E first to set up support the Nefer? You just need to I called wait, so like okay, that's why I didn't know about Nefer. I'm still trying to learn about Nefer as you do. The only thing I got so far was the cancellation, right? Because I found out if I don't do her E first, sometimes I get regular boom cores. But she converts them, right? She converts existing bloom cores into the thing she needs. Yeah, she'll convert them. So it's not really that big of an issue right there.
You poor last lamb. With one
No more lies. It all adds up.
Oh, look at that. I one-shot this boss. Well, sort of. Like, it still managed to do a second phase thing, but that's what I just did right there, guy. I did the dash cancel thing, and like, I still get a lot more damage out of it. Granted, I think I got the note 3 right there. But I kind of lucked myself out with that one, so... But that's the beauty of it, you know? Like, hey, you have a weapon that you probably had for a long time, which is the with this. And, you know, just... you guys just keep trying till you get the lucky roll, I guess. I mean, I don't need Nefer's weapon, obviously, because I don't know if Nefer's weapon would be good in any other characters. You know, it is what it is. I had fun using Nefer. I'm definitely want to get Columbina. Honestly, guys, I don't think I'm gonna get Dern here. Unless Eon-san is on Dern's banner, then I will go for it, but I think it was already leaked, or I don't know, did they already give context that about the 4 stars, the confirmation of 4 stars besides Yehoda? I might just try to get one Yehoda, and that's it. I really like Yehoda, okay? I think I just want to have her in my account just because I would just want one. I don't know if it's going to use her in a team effectively. I don't think she's going to be that good at C0. Might be really good at C6, just like everyone else, I guess, you know, I wish they stopped doing. I just wish their kits are like good enough at C0. I hope that's the case. I have not looked at like what her abilities exactly do or the numbers. I know one thing. I just want to get at least one Yehoda. Just one. And as for Nefa, well, I do hope to get Nefa eventually. I think it's a pretty cool support to have. Honestly, I wish I would have gotten her. Because then it would make the Lightkeeper boss just that much simpler to fight against. But it is what it is.
Emotions are like a raging torrent that surges through the mind. More often than not, if you try to hold them back, you'll be swept away by their unstoppable.
Still have, yeah, this to do, and I still have story quests to do.
And if you try
That's a
to
lot I
ignore
need to
them
do right
entirely,
here.
you'll end
In
up
terms of like,
tearing yourself
well,
to
ZZZ I
pieces.
still have. I completed story. I caught up, was it? The events I had to do, and then I still have the story to do, and then the events too, and then this game. I still have the story and events to do. Probably what I've been doing all this time. Trying to make banger videos for you all. Making banger ones, okay? And plus, like, school has been holding me a little bit. Have to lock in now since finals are coming up soon. I'll still catch up and like be up to date with everything, you know, especially leaks. Yeah, ZZ. Yeah, I can't wait for ZZ updates to come out. Like, I see the leaks of ZZ, and I really like how they're doing, how they handle the 5-star standard characters to make it feel like, oh, it's really not that much of a loss because at least they are more viable now than before. That's what I really like to see. And what is this? What's skill for scouting? I want to see what that is. Oh, this one. I don't need. Oh, this one. R&R. No, I don't want to talk to the R&Rs. I don't want to get deep into that. Ernest, how do you switch tracks by buddies? Huh? Oh, is it? Oh, okay, wait. It's because of. Okay, gotcha. That's pretty cool. Platformer. Just get into the rhythm of it. Simple enough. I do like how they making use of these mascots right here. I have not seen Kale's mascot enough because I just simply don't play enough Kale. I wish he does have like more if he used like a healing of capabilities, I guess, but I've been too good, I guess, but instead of just being simply a Dendro sub DPS, I wish it like a healer at the very least that comes with it. I remember I used Ember a lot, but after getting to endgame, I just simply don't use her anymore. And can you blame anyone for um using such a difficult character to oh what? Using such a well not difficult character, it's just like a character that has a lot of odds against you that you cannot simply make a character like her work out of the blue, you know? It's like the hardest thing to do, and I've seen people who did that, like at least the Abyss, and I think it was pretty damn impressive of how they use Rosaria, Sucrose, and I think Diona. Yeah, I think it was Diona that they use. Very smart way to use underrated characters at their fullest. That's not that much. I'm getting overwhelmed in this. Not even be that hard. I do understand like how. Oh, oh so I would die. Not that big of a deal. Yeah, I see where they're coming from. Or what do you call it? You want to use your favorites, but it's so damn hard to do. And honestly, like I appreciate those people saying like, "Hey, it took this many attempts to beat it." So you can take that the grain of salt whether you really want to try to beat this with your favorite characters or not. But as I showed you right here, I told you guys earlier that I spent like 4 hours trying to fight that Frost Fatui operative. So yeah, so it is like a thing where oh, you could try to do it my way, but I do not recommend you do that ever. You know, no matter how much of a Dia fan you are, like if you're C6 trying to beat everything with her, I do not recommend doing what I do. I did this just for entertainment purposes, just curiosity aspect, plus like I just really like the you know, man. Even after what is it, even after the troubles I went through trying to beat these bosses my way, I still had fun. You know, especially when I showed it to you guys, my successful runs, I think it was quite fun and very worthwhile to show. But if you're not having fun, like trying to do something your way and doesn't work out, or like I don't know, whatever happens at the end and you didn't enjoy at the end, then do not simply do that just because you want to prove something. You know, I think you should just do it because you really like doing that playstyle. You know, just do what you want to do. Don't try to use it as like a justification of some sort, or whatever. You know, even though yeah, I maybe look like, hey, this guy fights the meta. No, I just like doing things my way. Um, I think that's something unique to everyone that they want to do. Whether they want to use meta units, whether they want to use underrated units only, or like, yeah. Okay, I simply enjoy this a lot more. Well, I do like the combat one. What the? Oh, you can double jump. Okay, thank you for the tutorial game. Because I did not read. I did not read. Thank you for the advanced tutorial again. Okay, there we go. I beat it. Man, this was so easy to do. I do hope that Not Cry exploration like toolkit like expands to the other regions, because I wouldn't mind trying to 100% every one of them if trying to collect treasure chests and like the was it the Oculus was that easy, you know, trying to find all of them. Because like Notcry is not Notcry, Island's full of mountains, Leeway's full of mountains at one part. I just don't like climbing mountains in general when climbing mountains is just like it's such a drag to do in this game. Even though I'm Mavuika and Shalonen now, I just really don't like the idea of trying to scale a mountain that big. So, what is this? Oh, it's gonna force me to switch. That's what. Make me switch. Let's leave all the coins. Fine. Yeah, I can't wait for Arknight Enfield. I don't know if I'd be mad if it's still a gacha game. I think they did say no. I think it was a nod that I said that it wasn't going to be a gacha game. But I think Arknight Enfield's going to end up being a gacha game, which, you know, it's really depend on people's taste. I particularly don't mind. I just want to see how the characters are. I just think just want to have fun with the game. As long as the gameplay is good, then I don't particularly mind it. Although I think the free to play aspect, well, or the gotcha aspect, what's it just depends like how much of the characters you like or how invested you're gonna be at the game. Like for me in Genshin, like I'm heavily invested into it. I like the characters, and the same for ZZ. I like the characters. Well, I like some characters, some I don't. Kind of weird how I'm like in WoW, like okay, I like this character. No, I don't like this character at all. Maybe because like there just wasn't like enough story. Just put in like I call it personality, putting these characters like beyond the story. Well, there is companion, but the thing what I worry about is like when I got my first impression of Wua, I like Yang Yang. I do like her a lot, but I haven't seen her since then, and like what she's just completely gone now. Like I want to see more Yang Yang. She's like the isn't she like the cover of the game? I want to see more Yang Yang. She's adorable, you know. But god damn, maybe that's why I didn't have much uh connection with these characters, honestly. Unless like they have played a big role in the oh shoot. No. I want to no. On an abandoned challenge? No. Retry. I keep forgetting my X button. Okay. There we go. Shoot. Why I keep doing that? I think I had to double jump. There we go. I really like the minigames in this event. That's a fair take. The combat one, like, I wish like other streams can damage the enemies. Like when you saw the Burgeon thing, like, oh wait, why can I do damage with Nefer? Like, okay, I have to do Burgeon damage, you know, I have to do that. Which yeah. At least I get to see Dia and Candace talk again. You know, it's just been such a long time. Like, I just need more Dia content. You know, like just a crumb. But that one was pretty damn good. Nice. Wait a minute, isn't this basically was it Segway runners? This is what they use for Segway runners. You know, this is like Segway, well not Segway. That was called. I don't know, something mobile app. People who has attention deficit disorders, like that they have to look at two different things at the same time just to stay on screen or whatever, you know, still have maintain interest. Like yeah. Subway surfers, yeah. The subways. I don't know how I get that wrong. Why is this Segway runners? I don't know why I said. Okay, there we go. Yeah, Subway surfers. Yeah, I guess there's no music audio, but I'll just get in the way of my talking, I guess. And the Dia Candice talking part 2. I just want to focus on their voices. Although I don't think any special music was playing during any of these, like, our streams, so it was okay. Go. Play it in a certain amount of time. There we go. Oh man. I've been thinking we all play games that we had our favorites back then, right? You know, back before gacha games was a trend thing, like Genshin Impact was my first official gacha game that I played long term. There was a lot of games I played back in the day, you know, but I think it was the most unfortunate part about like franchises that they get worse and worse. There's rarely ever a gaming franchise that has at least on par or improved in like a big way. Like I say Elden Ring was like the most friendly experience of all the Souls games, obviously, for obvious reasons, which is why I like it. It remains difficult for optional bosses if you're trying to fight against, of course, but it just depends how you play it. Like it gets harder for you, you know. Um, like it's not as linear as Dark Souls where you have one way to go through, or you just cannot beat it. Cannot come back later to get more XP level ups that easily. I think one of the saddest franchise for me, like that has really died out, was definitely the Pokemon franchise. Uh, which is why, like, I don't know. I like, for some reason, I like mobile games now because I hate when a franchise move out of the thing that originally was, you know, like my first franchise into the Call of Duty was Black Ops 2. I like it simply, you know, just gun shooting and like zombies. Why can't I just continue on the same thing, you know, make more maps for the same game or like the exact same thing? Why do they have to make a new game like was like completely different tactics and mobiles. You know, why can I keep my favorite guns or in the game or whatever? You know, but in mobile games like Genshin Impact, Wuhan, and ZZ, they have the same characters. They have like the same combat mechanics. They didn't really change all that very much. It's still the same thing. You know, like it's crazy to me how why do I like these games more? It should not be a thing. Like, but that's why like I like Elden Ring. You know, I do like Dark Souls aspect of it. It's just it was way too hard for me. But I want Elden Ring where like open world, you know, you can just fight the optional bosses all you want. That's why I really liked about the Dark Souls franchise, and like that's why I grew to love Elden Ring because it stayed the same, pretty much the same thing, except like it didn't change like the combat all that much, but or new stuff to added, but it didn't change completely. That's what I liked about it. You know, Ash of War stuff is pretty damn good. They did not change much of the aspects at all. As Pokemon, they changed it in the new games, you know. It's not turn-based, you know. The thing of what I wish that they wouldn't not have changed is the turn-based stuff. I really don't like how spammy the interactive thing with Pokemons have gotten. No Legend of Arceus was okay, but it wasn't like the best thing ever that I like. Just takes the turn-based mechanics like that they originally had for the game, like just out of it. You know, they just took it out completely. You know, I didn't like that at all. And that's what really sucked about it, you know. I just don't like when games I call it when games change completely like what they originally were supposed to, like what they send it for. That's for that's why I find it ridiculous to me sometimes. I prefer like games that doesn't change, like gotcha games. I like it more than any other thing that's going on right now. Or maybe like okay, well, admittedly like this game, Genshin Impact, has changed, but I don't know how to best describe it. It's not like it's stagnated, but more like it's becoming like they are getting innovative, but is it player friendly? No, it's not particularly player friendly, in my opinion. Um, it's definitely not like how do I call it consumer like free to play friendly in a sort. That yeah, I can admit like he's not have been free to play friendly when it comes to beating ending content. But if you don't ever focus on ending content, you know, just focus on the more simpler stuff on a simpler aspect, then um yeah. Uh the patch does feel kinda dead. Well, I have not completed the stuff yet, so but I'm pretty sure after completing this event, yeah, it would feel like, yeah, this has been overall the maps. I definitely think so too. Mainly because like the downtime that I had. Yeah, I just wish they add more maps for me, to, or at the very least, you know, have stuff for me to do as I start to like into the story or immerse myself in the story. Oops. There we go. At least I'm getting these events or mini games out of the way. I just wish in this combat doesn't force you to use one reaction. I wish you could use other ones, even though it might not be as effective as version say, for example, but they still do damage. That's what I would have liked to see, honestly. Yeah, that's what I would like to see. I just wish that they focus more on Genshin Impact, not like, um, not this the freaking Wonderland thing, not the TCG part, because honestly, like, they should never have made like Wonderland like the sole focus when it's in beta, especially when it's in beta and like not much stuff has been out yet since then. I think that much is interesting. Like you try to put a beta as a content thing, like it's not gonna work, man. Ain't gonna work. Locked. This the huh. Now how the heck do I how? Yeah, L1 support. What do you mean criteria? Huh? Oh wait. You know, okay then. I didn't know what to do there, but I mean, I guess I just can't read. It just does not defeat the allegations. You know, gotcha players cannot read. And come on, I read when it counts, especially when videos. uh. Who here? How do I put this? Okay. Well, maybe this. Yeah. Then and this. There we go. Oh. Okay, maybe I need to do this. Oh. Okay, wait. I just got it now. I think I just got it now. Hold on. No. Maybe I was not supposed to do. No. But this gave me the boost. Wait, maybe I need to do this then. No. What is this? Okay, you know what? Screw this. I'm gonna support. I don't care. Where is it? Was there more? There was more. I think that there wasn't there. I knew I was right, but just they don't show everything. Okay, don't. They didn't show everything. That makes me mad. Maybe I just don't. I'm blind. Okay. Maybe I'm blind. Am I colorblind? No, I'm not. So that doesn't even help my point. This. Uh. I. Huh? How do I? You know what? I do not know how to get this stupid freaking puzzle thing. If I can just like. Oh, this. Okay. How I want to do. Oh, what the? What? Wait a minute. Okay, I need help. This is. What is this, man? I had to time it? Okay, so. This here. You know. I'm sure there was another piece I had to look at. I'm pretty sure I was missing a piece somewhere. Then raise it quickly. Yeah, that one was I swear I feel like I'm just missing one of them, or like I was supposed to use them all like collectively. I thought all of them were displayed like, oh, this is what I have right now. Like, okay then. Luckily they gave me support. What is I? Change it. Then okay. If I don't do that, he's gonna die. God, I need a freaking time. Okay, oh. Okay, I guess I had to time it again. That's not it then. I died there because... Okay. So what is that I need? Okay, he just jumps off. And then like... What if I do this then? Okay, that's it. Then does this guy get the buff? Does. Then I just need to time it from there. That's what I want to do. I did. Alright, at least that one I got on my own, without support. That one was very puzzling. It wasn't supposed to be. I guess, like, I didn't understand, like, the timing, like, I had to do for the last two, I guess, so. But there we go. Not that anyone needs a tutorial for that stuff, but I think I remember there was an event like way back then where people needed a tutorial how to be like I think it was like the movie cutscene one, like okay, how do you get the perfect ending to get all the rewards in this? So that way you need a guide from YouTube to just like, okay, what is the best like way to put this movie piece together, like all these clips together, because like I keep getting non-perfect or whatever. And that one was just like stupid. It was ridiculous. No like support option to get all of it and perfectly done to get all the rewards. That one was kind of dumb. I do like, oh, that's so cool right there. The combat event for Dia. And then I can get my free Kale. Wow, guys, a free wish. Why they give Kale? They could have given like Layla, they could have given a Thessos or one wish, yeah. Like, okay, let's all look at the Samara cast, okay? Like, I don't understand. They could have given a Farzan, they could have given a Layla, maybe a Candace, but they had to give a character that's already free. Free. Or new, yeah. Thessos, where's Thessos? Yeah, Thessos, like he would have been a great candidate, you know, like characters that we don't have up there, like yeah, like what the hell happened, game? Like Layla was like kind of start of show, you know. Low key, give me a free day. Just give me a free day. Let me get level 100 already. Imagine giving a standard character like a free copy for them. Okay, got this. Oh man, I'm really tempted. Okay, wait, what's this? Keep calm and carry on. Oh, that's just a decorative thing. Let's see here. Oh my god, that reminds me. This feather right here, I can get a perfect 4 roller right now if I wanted to. Like, look at here. Okay, I'm at the peak of getting perfect artifacts of any choosing if I wanted to. Perfect. So I don't know what to spend this on. Okay, so a goblet. The only best electro goblet I have is this one. I would love to have like a really good electro goblet. Like what's this? This one has a 5 roller, so this has potential, but I think I could do better. You know, I could risk it all just to get a 5 roll on this freaking power cup 5-piece roll. Um like I don't think it's worth it, you know, honestly. I don't think that's worth it though. This is my best Dia pieces right here. I do have an emblem set. I don't think I showed the emblem build for the last boss, so my best builds. Now my artifacts is kind of messy right now. Game, not having an artifact loaded system. If I want to go for like the number 1 Dia build, this is already looking pretty damn good from what I have right now. Of course, but this is a. I mean, I could get perfect here, you know, a 4 roller piece on a feather. Do have a 5 roller here. Okay, this one's a 5 roller. This one is a 4 roller. This one is a 4 roller. Is it greedy for me to do that? Like, I remember in the auction, you need all the crit you can get for Dia. That's all you need right now. Our damage cup. I think the crit damage one would be good here, but This is a 5 ruler here, so I'm not sure if that's gonna be a good idea, honestly. My Dia build is already like so damn good that I don't think I really need much more to go off of, you know. I don't know why would I follow the Aksha thing. It's kind of dumb for me to just follow the Aksha thing because I know it's like, oh, maybe I should just put what I have right now into the Aksha, see like how it goes. Maybe I'll check back on that. Like I'll check back with you all. Like what rank is my Dia at? Even though she's not supposed to have EM, she's not supposed to have much RSS, I believe. She's be focused on mainly her damaged pieces.
Don't trust your eyes uncritically. People only see what they want to, so don't be your own fool.
All right, pick your starter. Okay, one character acquires llama. Another one does not have much like character compatibility outside of like Arlecchino. The other just takes a frick ton of investment to make her work. So pick your choosing, guys. Pick your choosing. God, it just kind of says to me like, you need this much investment. What rank is your Dia on Aksha now? I have not submitted the Dia to Aksha in a very long time. I think the last time, I was like 5,000th place on the leaderboard. I think I was like top, 5% the last time I checked, which was a very long time ago. Very long time ago. Like top 5%. Wasn't really that big of a deal. So I was hoping to get closer to maybe the top 2% or top like somewhere along the lines there. Yeah. I need to check back on that. So I'm gonna make sure to do that, to look at the Aksha and see how it is, you know. Yeah, yeah. Yeah, so if I look at my wishes right here, 20 wishes here, 124 here, plus the 5 more here. So that's okay, 5 more plus that is 159 wishes. No, I can't count. 149, 159. Here's still the highest top 2%. Nice. Although, how is she ranked around? Just crit? Or is it like, is it mix of crit and EM? 25. Or, yeah, 149. 149 wishes I have in total. That's pretty damn good. 149. The worst claimed. Get more. Yeah, I'm set on getting any character, at least one character of my choosing. Next patch. Although I think I might skip Durin. Honestly, like, the only way for me to get Durin, as I said before, is if Eon-san's there. And if Eon-san, like, if Veresa's there, he has both? Oh, okay, so you need to get both crit and EM. I guess for Nefer, it's like the same thing, too. Eon-san, please be with Veresa so I can at least try to get Eon-san here. I don't know if I'm gonna get Durin. The only way to have Durin's gonna be on there is just if Eon-san's there. Although I don't know have it. There's no confirmation if Eon-san will be on Durin's banner. I hope so, man. Like, she avoided me twice and I needed her. Chugging the drinks. And I forgot like Sijuin like had a viability and like this didn't onslaught because you got Varessa was getting Yansan. How? Dude, like, okay, let me explain, okay? I was close to pitied on the banner before Varessa's initial release. So I won the 50-50 and got Varessa when she came out because I was already close to pity before the banner I was already close to pity when her banner came, so I got her and I tried to roll 80 more times to, or I'll try to roll about 70 more times to get Eon-san, but I did not end up getting Eon-san after all. So must be, yeah. Yeah, it's the game's luck, you know. And then when Mavuika and Emily rerun together, Eon-san was there too. Um, Eon-san was there too. I tried to get Emily. Yeah, I thought, okay, why not if I want to have Burning Dia on my side? But I lost a 50-50 to Emily, and I still did not end up getting Eon-san even after 80 pulls, like, invested into this. Like, stupid, you know? Like, it's dumb. At least, like, I got a Yelan skin out of it, but still, it's dumb, you know? It's pretty damn dumb, you know? Like, to not get Eon-san. Unlucky, yeah. Like, I think really cool constellation would definitely be one here. And, I don't know what the active character, because that's more buffs. One, I think it's supposed to give you more lasting, longer buff duration. This one, I guess it's just more damage, I guess. Yeah, there it is. I want Yon-san, just give me one. One, man. He's game. There's a polearm, too. I remember when Eon-san was leaked a long time ago, like, people thought she was going to be the Archon, honestly. People really thought she was going to be the Archon, but oh boy, they are wrong, you know, completely wrong. People thought she was going to be like some sort of Archon, but no, not. It was Mavuika. I remember when Yon-san was teased a long time ago. I did like this. That's a really good accessory ball feature. Although I don't know what animal that's from. That doesn't look like horn. Like a bow tied to a skull. Probably from some saurian. The only thing I got close to Yon-san was Oron, I guess, but if I wanted to use him in an overload team, then I had to use my Wika with him. Like, I literally have no choice. So I think he'll been, yeah. I don't get me wrong. I do like Oron, especially when he got more constellation, especially C6 to give more attack power. It's pretty damn good. But I want Yon-san because having her equipping the scroll set to guarantee it to have more electro damage besides using Jilonin on the scroll to help like timing your electro damage to for the buffs. And what if I use Eon-san and Jilonin together? You know, I see two Jilonin, I could easily get like more buffs faster with Eon-san. That would have been pretty cool, but and again, Jilonin cannot be in an overload team, so there you have it. There's so many characters at once, you know. I used to have interest in Mulan and Kinich, but after seeing like how their playstyles like, it's not the most interesting to me. Although they are fun characters, but they are fun, but it's not my cup of tea. Like with how they dance around the opponents a lot of the times. Like Mulani dances around the opponents, like Kinich like dances around by going in circles, I guess. Not my particular style. Honestly, with Auron, I didn't even bother using him even when he can be useful. I mean, he is useful, like in like a lot of electro charge teams, and he does have a little bit more viable use now that Lens is here. You know, like lunar charge, electro charge, you know, and that stuff. A little bit more viable use if in case you don't have Inefa, I guess. In case if you don't have Inefa, you know, that's just a big kind of a stretch right there. But there are good substitutes. He's a solid substitute. That's what matters here. And that's okay on its own. Honestly, like the buffs that they give out to monster characters, specifically the Hexadurals, came out so damn late. I just they'll never understand how this game is the last one to give buffs to characters. And like we're talking about official buffs, all right? Not like the Zhongli incident just because like I don't know if you guys were there when the Zhongli incident happened when he first came out.
Osmanthus wine tastes the same as I remember.
If you guys knew the story of how Zhongli
But
was
where are those
buff
who
almost
share
like
the
very
memory?
soon after his initial release. Well, not initial release, but a couple months after, where they promised to implement the buff to Zhongli, and even then, you know, like it aged. Yeah, people were mad. Specifically, the Chinese. You know, they went up to Hoyo's headquarters and like, we want Zhongli buffs, or this will happen. We'll retaliate, you know. They're on their doorsteps. And then like, okay, well, we have to listen to the people right now.
Osmanthus wine
So,
tastes the same as
they
I
did that.
remember.
And he got
But where are
buffed by giving more
those who
shred resistance
share
when
the
he uses his shield, not just simply a shield botted, but shield does for shred stuff. And yeah, that was a story that they were forced to buff Zhongli because like a representative of country or whatever, you know, I guess. And people got mad, you know. And then you guys remember another incident with Neuvillette where Oliver's was gonna fix his bug where supposed bug, you know, where when you use this hydro pump move in the spammy circle with the mouse, like it's not supposed to happen. You're not supposed to like spin that fast when you're holding your charge attack, and like Oliver's fixed that, and then people say that's a nerf. That's a freaking nerf, man. I better freaking apologize to that right now. And then like, okay, we'll take that back and we'll give you a free 10 pull if you just drop this and forget about it. That's what happened, you know? Because like they were all up, but like look at the Chinese laws, okay? Once you release a character, you're not supposed to nerf them. All right? What you paid for. Like yeah. That's what happened with Neuvillette, I think, pretty much. They were mad that they nerfed his charge attack spin move. Inzo was I never used it, honestly. Because I'm a controller player, not a PC player. You know, even though I'm on the PC, doing it from the PC right now, I'm still a controller player at the end of the day. But still, like, I get where people are coming from. You take away something that's, they try to fix Jai's targeting too. Yeah, Miko's targeting? What? Wait, how does Jai Miko even target enemies in the first place? People were pissed and they had to revert it? Wait, how does that work though? I never heard about this. I never heard of Yai's targeting issues. This was a skill. Although I'm not sure how it exactly worked, honestly. Like, I just hope that it's the right target. Didn't know. That's why I didn't remember about that. Then Rosaria, he was nerfed in a different way. Actually, I didn't even have the skin on. Forgot to equip it. And there's just so many characters I want buff. You know, the Knights of Avonius faction is definitely a possibility. I think Varka is gonna bring to the table. I don't know if Varka is part of the Hexenduro characters, but hopefully when he comes out, they target randomly, but they fix it to target the closest enemy instead. I don't know how it's like a good thing and a bad thing at the same time, which I don't particularly understand but I don't understand how the targeting system works, and then people got mad that you changed it back. I don't know how that would work in the long, you know, but I directly understand Zhongli, Neuvillette. I Miko, yeah, I don't particularly understand random targeting, so I can't really say much about that since I don't think I really use Shai Miko that much when she was out. I do collect characters in but I don't all that much. Yeah, Knights of Avonius faction. I want that. That's gonna be a real possibility. Plenty of them. Absolutely plenty of them. You know, like I imagine like Waka is gonna pair very well with Jean because like you have Jean C4, the animal shred, and Varka is gonna be an animal character too. Like it's gonna be awesome, right? It's gonna be amazing. It's going to be. Maybe that's why I'm trying to skip Dern because I think Varka is gonna be a better payoff. What I want. Because like imagine this like Varka is like a giant. Like Disney had a completely different male player model. Where he's like just tall and like roots like kind of like Monto, but like he's just like taller, you know, and more bulkier. You know, like when you compare him to Ito, like Ito looks small compared to Varka. Like, what is Varka, man? He's like a freaking giant. I think he has a buff male NPC model. Yeah, that's damn cool. Damn cool, you know, they updated like Winsmall, like not cry, like they just definitely buffed character model time around. Male character model at least, yeah. Definitely looks Hmm. Yeah, lots of things to look forward to. Eventually. Yeah. I want this story to like pick up freaking pace, you know. I want more islands. I want more rewards that are meaningful. More meaningful rewards, yeah. Islands to explore so that way I can get like more chests, more gems to collect. We're running kind of dry this patch, especially for the characters that you probably would want to collect. Like nowadays, I just don't go for weapon banners. Not anymore. Yeah. I think the last weapon banner I pulled was definitely Mavuika's weapon, and that was pretty much it. Just because, like, it's a Pyro Archon, you know? I've been waiting for the Pyro. I'm waiting for the Pyro Archon. This entire time, like you know, Pyro is my favorite element, right? I mean, you guys gotta. When I showed the Mavuika clip, I guess like Mavuika team of deer, you know, I guess a lightkeeper. Those combos were like mostly clean combos, like the motorcycle combos. I think like that's the only best thing that came out of her. Like her playstyle feels a little bit more, just a little bit, you know, just a little bit more depth, you know, just combo after combo. Maybe you can do some funny stuff with like the melt procs, which I had to look out for, you know, with Lolly. I think it's pretty damn cool. Although, I don't know if I'm gonna get to Lolly constellations because like I like it's weird because like Mavuika is like the most controversial character that was ever released because like the power crypts and her design is like yes or no to many people. And like yeah, like I don't really get it why, but I mean, come on man, like I think it's getting a little bit out of hand in my opinion. You know, I just think it's just been exaggerated as usual. But yeah, definitely power creep is definitely a thing that Mavuika played a part of because like I was able to defeat Lightkeeper and like yeah, And now I'm thinking maybe I want Mavuika C2. Because like she can be played both at the DPS and a support, you know? She can never ever be like, oh, a character you cannot like consider. It will never be, you know? Like any meta like strongest like thing you want to fight, like it's just Mavuika, you know? It's just Mavuika. It's ridiculous. You know, and you know what's crazy? I like it. I pretty damn like it, you know? Like she is like one of the most flexible character designs ever, you know? Okay. Well, Nightstone mechanics talk, right? I mean, if you look into her like Nightstone mechanic, it's really not that as necessary if you play as a main DP. Okay, it's like depending on how you play a certain way, like quick swap or whatever, you know. I almost got her C2, but then Nalan teaser dropped and I changed my mind. Wait, you mean not cry, right? You mean not cry? Almost got her C2, but then Nalan. I think you mean not cry. I mean, they both start with an N, you know. So understandable. I think you were mistaken there. You know, I like it. And C2, more defense shred. I mean, it wouldn't even be a bad call because she can be played both as a support and DPS. So, okay. Hold on. Was Mavuika getting reruns patch? No. Was no. There's Columbina. Yeah, there's Columbina. That's it. Yeah, what does her C2 do? Hello, welcome to the stream, Homelander. Okay, and then like C2, yeah, she gets more base attacks, so yeah, defense shred is huge here. You know, this is like general defense shred. Mavuika's normal charge attacks and her Sunfire Slice. That's insane amount of damage increase, you know? Maybe I do want it. It's very tempting, you know? Like, instead of being a Farina fan, like, I kind of like Mavuika a bit because she can be played as a support. And C2 definitely ups her capabilities as a support role. I kind of just want to go for, maybe for artifacts, I want to focus more on the Cinder City set in case the Yonsong comes along. Maybe that's what I want to do. But I really want to get Yonsong because she's like way overdue, just trying to like make a overload Dia guide. Because Yonsong plays kind of an important part of it, like in case you don't want circle impact on Bennett. But that's please C2's defense shred and Mavuika's defense shred has a bunch of other stuff. Yeah, because it's not just defense shred. Like it buffs her charge attacks and like gives her a more base attack. Great, okay, let's see Cleese C2 real quick. Yeah, for this one, the first one, the summon sparks to bombard opponents, it's pretty okay, yeah. I'm not sure how after constellation buffs will be like, but I'm pretty sure it'll be crazy. And being hit by Jumpy Dumpy Mines decreases opponent's defense for 10 seconds. Are you from India? Hello. People from India. Hello, thank you. Thank you, thank you. Yeah, see, please C2. Defense shred. And Mavuika's defense shred has a bunch of other stuff. Yeah. Mavuika is gonna be definitely a hard thing to overpower, you know. Definitely gonna be like the one of the toughest characters to power crept ever. Ever, you know. This is a Mavuika topic, okay? I'm allowed to talk about Mavuika as much as I want to, but yeah, it's ridiculous. It is power creep, but I like her. But I like her, believe it or not. I know people get the different impression when they watch my videos where, oh, like whenever I talk about Dia, like I talk about Mavuika being so damn overpowered because it's true. But does that mean I hate her? No, it doesn't. Like I just say it as like it does not immediately means that like when you talk about a character being so overpowered doesn't mean you hate her. But when trying to use her in a Dia team, it can kind of sort of invalidate some points about it. After the buff that's been added to Klee's C1 for 12 seconds to trigger a buff effect, Klee's attack is increased by 60%. Wow. 60%. Yeah, that's a major increase. Like, wouldn't she be on par with Olakino then if she has C1? She has C1, of course. Yeah. That is ridiculous. Like, Clea's getting this much buffs to be on par with Olakino at the very least. Because, like, she gets more faster normal attacks, right? Which is pretty damn impressive. And there's going to be more Hexadora artifacts, sort of, I think. Be Hexadora artifacts, or is going to be more Narcra artifacts, specifically for someone like Columbine, I'm pretty sure. Pretty damn soon.
Oh,
Think so. It's going to be for Columbine artifact set for her. I really like Chevros. He's like the savior of every single one of my Dia teams. Literally the savior. All of her attacks, stings, our strings are being sped up too. You don't need animation cancel anymore. Yeah, that's what I heard too. Like, I saw the leaks because like for normal attacks becomes a little bit faster, so you don't need to do some cancel stuff anymore with like jump attacks or whatever. It's pretty damn impressive. Like anyone that has like D6 Klee since the very beginning, then they quit, they have a reason to come back. I was never good at that. That's why I never pulled Hu Tao. I mean, I pulled Hu Tao too, and I pulled for C1 just because I don't like the canceling thing, honestly. Yeah, I didn't like the canceling of Hu Tao thing when you jump. It just kind of looks ridiculous to me. That's why I got C1. Because like C1, like all this C1 does is just you don't consume charter attacks anymore. I mean, it's just a quality of life that I just don't like doing jump attack cancel, but yeah, that's pretty much it. The jump attack cancel. I do like Hu Tao, you know, I honestly do. I wish I could be more comfortable playing her more. I'm not sure which other characters, like I believe Yelan and Xingqiu are like the core comms that Hu Tao uses. I wish like Melt Hu Tao was more of a thing. Of course, like Hu Tao applies way too much power with her charge attack that Melt was never gonna be a thing for her. I would love to have do more Melt stuff with Dehya. But the Lolly alone cannot cover that all by herself. I don't know if C2 covers all the cryo application. I don't think it does. Or shield attack. Yeah, I don't know if and increase damage dealt by actually should lie it gives 250 elemental mass. Actually she gives 125. That's pretty damn OP. Jesus, like I forgot how good Lie is. I just need like another good cross support. Maybe by the end of it all, like I'm just gonna get like the best supports for Dia. Like bam, that's it, alright. But first off, B2 Mavuika if I can actually get it. I mean, if Yonsong comes around and Mavuika's on the banner, I will try to pull for C2 Mavuika. If Yonsong is there. I'm not gonna try to like pull for characters just because constantly I just want 4 stars like Yonsong to be there as well. That's the major factor that'll make me pull for any banner is just Yonsong. Yeah, that was a lot of talking for the past 3 hours. Yep. I cannot wait. Cannot wait.
Hey, ready to do some quality assurance on our test questions?
Wonderful.
Yep, all you got.
Here, I set up Geo. Navia team? No, actually, this is a Nefer team. Where's my Nefer team? I know. Where's my I know? Go. Then for shield, Kirara, where is she? Then for this one, Navia, Lonan, and I guess only Geo can hurt. I guess I'll use Bennett. And Navia built. Oh, she is. Oops, my controller died. I'll do one more of this. And then I'll focus on making the video around today's topic. Have this. Want to have this and this. I don't have a complete geo set, but yeah. There we go.
Everybody stand! Bring it! Watch out! Ha! Ha!
This one's got your name on it.
Jesus.
Watch out! Hey, I'm going in. Let's get it on. Attack! That's the way. Umbrella warfare, I guess.
I mean, Navia is super fun. Cause there's she kind of has like a similar sort of downtime, similar with Dia, because of like your skills, like your burst combo thing, then you do normals after.
Bring it!
But it's just so damn satisfying, you know, like a shotgun from an umbrella.
That's the way. Umbrella warfare, I guess. Coming at ya.
So damn satisfying. All right, continue challenge. There we go. I hope Nefer works. Actually, yeah, she should.
Leave this place for the everlasting. Can't hide the truth. Let's see what you're made of. No more lies. You hope. With one heart.
Okay, there we go.
Can't hide the truth. It all falls into place. Let's see what you're made of. For the everlasting home.
Being done. That's that. Back here, please.
It all adds up. No more lies.
Oh damn, 100k.
It all adds up. Forest, protect us with one heart.
Look, your service was fun. Coming in.
No more lies. It all falls into place. Can't hide the truth.
Okay, game.
Leave this place. By the frost. It all adds up.
Yeah, it does that much damage. Pretty damn cool. Oh, don't. Okay, wait. If we do trials, okay, not a freaking give us trial characters, right? Yeah, they give Chaska. Oh, I hate this. I hate like Nylund focused stuff, you know. My God, and then the moon gleam stuff with the freaking zombie enemies. Yeah, those are the freaking worst. Are the absolute worst. Here, Hydro, so that's fine. And what's the other one? Guards. This one requires Flynn's. Wait, there's a zombie in here, right? Well, actually, it might not be as bad, but it's just this is terrible, man. You don't even get have Skirk in this one. What about this one? You have Effa and the freaking wolf. Okami. They don't give Flynn's in the second one. Okay. Give Flynn's for that. They're crazy. Uh, I wish they can be here forever, but it's an event, of course. I wish they can be here forever. I wish that they can work well together. I wish that they they were strong, and I wish you know wish they were good characters to use in combat. At times like this is why I'm here for at least Dia to show her best of her abilities, even at the most expensive, the most inefficient way to play a game is by playing the game your own way, even though it's yeah. Right. I do have a Charlotte. Can make use of the camera, I
What's the
guess.
news?
I can just wait. Man, imagine they use this system for Halloween, you know, like this could be used for jump scare content. On the corner. No, this kind of looks like Slender, you know, like the way you walk. Like it's just super stamp slow. This first person feels immersive. First person. Imagine they have first person here. That's like an immersive experience. That'd be cool. Not like at a permanent option, but yeah. Zoom in. Oh, this camera is pretty damn good. Anyways, is this a two note? That's two. I think that'll be it for the stream, okay? It's kind of a short one, I know, but I think I got the most important topic with Mavuika out of the way, and I think I'm pretty sure like I get what you guys were going for. Well, not going for, but what your guys' opinion on like the Mavuika thing. So I'm glad that we get to have that talk. Uh, I know there wasn't any game content or anything fun stuff to do like today, but get to see Dia talk and Candace talk. You know, I think that was pretty damn cool. And I thought the topic of Stygian Onslaught stuff one last time. I swear it's not going to be every week. I'm going to talk about Stygian Onslaught because we hate it. We all hate it. Okay, especially when bosses like Lightkeeper becomes very unfair. Um, yeah. In the end, I still had fun with it. And next week is Abyss Reset, I believe so. So we get to have fun with that. I guess hopefully no more Moon Gleam enemies. That'll be great. But yeah. Thank you guys for watching the stream. I'm gonna be making the script of the next video related to this topic we had today.
Emotions are like a raging
And
torrent that
I still
surges
need
through the
to
mind. More often
got
than not, if
got
you
stuff
try
I
to
need to
hold
do over
them
the
back,
weekend.
you'll be swept away by their unstoppable force.
Yep.
And if you try
Slow
to ignore them
times.
entirely,
And
you'll
don't be
end up tearing yourself
surprised.
to
Just
pieces.
a heads up warning is that maybe perhaps somewhere in very early December, I might not have a stream that day because like finals are coming up and everything. So just a fair warning to everyone, to the regulars who watch the streams, there might not be a stream during the like early December or somewhere like that, like after Thanksgiving in my time, you know, in America, because of you know, finals going on. Yeah, this is a heads up. Okay, so if I don't stream that particular day, then you know why, because I have finals coming up like right after Thanksgiving. But yeah, thank you guys for watching the stream. Next week we'll definitely be doing Small Abyss stuff. Yeah, thank you guys for watching. Bye everyone. You have a good rest of your day, and if you're new here, make sure to join the Discord so you can talk to me at any point without relying on streams, okay? Goodbye.